Forget awkward first dates and boring small talk. Get ready to be amazed, because we're about to dive into the world of dinosaurs, where every fact is a ticket to an incredible past that will forever change your perception of these ancient reptiles. And believe me, this is just the beginning. Our journey starts with the longest and shortest names in paleontology. From Micropachycephalosaurus, hongtuyanensis, a name that's a mouthful in itself, to the concise Yi-Chi, which literally means strange wing. Surprisingly, both of these record holders lived in Mesozoic China. We'll discover where the majority of these creatures' remains are found. China, the US, and Argentina lead this race of discoveries, accounting for 3/4 of all known dinosaur species. Yet at the same time, we'll travel to the Democratic Republic of Congo, a country where, despite its vast size, not a single dinosaur fossil has been found, but which holds the mystical secret of legends about the enigmatic Mokele Mbembe, a creature rumored to still roam its jungles. Did you know that dinosaurs are still among us? Yes, our feathered friends, ordinary birds, are direct descendants of these giants. In essence, they themselves are theropod dinosaurs. We'll talk about the largest birds that lived among their non-avian relatives, such as Gargantivus, which was ostrich-sized but likely capable of flight and lived on Hatseg Island in the late Cretaceous period, showing that Europe was home to some truly massive avians. We'll also learn how their sizes compare to animals we know today. Discover the average weight of a dinosaur, about 9,440 pounds, which is only slightly heavier than a modern Hummer EV. But the median weight, reflecting the most common size, was closer to 1,389 pounds, roughly the size of an adult bison. Prepare to meet Argentinosaurus, the largest terrestrial animal to have ever lived on Earth, weighing about 80 tons and reaching 118 feet in length, and its tiny living relative, the bee hummingbird, which is about the size of your thumb. We're plunging into the world of ancient artifacts to uncover the price of the most expensive dinosaur skeleton ever sold. This is the story of a remarkably well-preserved stegosaurus named Apex, who lived approximately 150 million years ago and fetched a staggering $44.6 million. Despite its name, Apex was no apex predator, unlike the formidable Liopleurodon and Pliosaurus, who ruled the ancient seas. We'll also unveil the mystery of the marine predators that dominated the oceans and why there were no fully aquatic dinosaurs. Even water birds like penguins don't spend their entire lives in the water, and creatures like Mosasaurus, Pterosaurus, and Dimetrodon, though often associated with dinosaurs, are in fact not dinosaurs. You'll be astonished to learn just how ancient Stegosaurus was, so ancient that it was considered old even by dinosaur standards. Stegosaurus vanished long before the asteroid impact that wiped out most dinosaurs. We'll discover the origin of the amusing term thagomizer for the spikes on its tail. It originated from a 1982 comic where a caveman teacher coined the term, and no, that's not a joke. We'll also discuss the immense span of time between the eras of Spinosaurus and T-Rex, a period roughly 93 times longer than the entire existence of modern humans. Prepare for a journey through time, where days were shorter and years longer. Discover Nyasasaurus, often considered the oldest dinosaur, which lived in Triassic Tanzania approximately 243 million years ago. It predates the emergence of bees, pine trees, ants, and turtles, but coexisted with early flies. Learn about Triceratops, which, along with other species like T-Rex and Edmontosaurus, is found at the KPG boundary, signifying the end of the dinosaur era. The discovery of a Triceratops horn just 5 inches below this boundary helped to debunk the gap hypothesis, which suggested dinosaurs had died out before the asteroid impact, as there had been a 10-foot geological zone where no dinosaur fossils were found. We'll also clarify that, according to phylogenetic nomenclature, dinosaurs are defined as the descendants of the most recent common ancestor of Triceratops and modern birds. Time to clear up classifications. Why dinosaurs aren't lizards, but archosauromorphs, which also include crocodiles and pterosaurs. Lizards, on the other hand, belong to Lepidosaurimorpha, along with snakes. All dinosaurs are divided into two main groups, those with bird-like hips, Ornithischia, and those with lizard-like hips, Surischia. We'll uncover the truth about Oviraptor, long believed to be an egg thief because its skeleton was found atop a clutch of eggs. However, it turned out to be a devoted mother who died protecting her young. Prepare for astonishing discoveries about the longevity of dinosaurs. Some sauropods could live up to 100 years or more. We'll also learn how scientists determine their age by examining growth rings in their bones, much like trees. While precise ages for many species are still debated, general estimates suggest, for instance, a T-Rex could live about 28 years, an Allosaurus around 24 years, and sauropods often much longer. Meet the long-lived dinosaurs, sauropods, who could reach ages of 100 years or more. We'll explore how growth rings in their bones help paleontologists estimate their age and identify which species were the most widespread. Discover Edmontosaurus, often considered the most common dinosaur, with possibly thousands of individual specimens found in bone beds, though estimates suggest densities of up to a few per square kilometer in areas like Hell Creek. Imagine an Earth without ice or glaciers, where dinosaurs lived on every single continent, even Antarctica. Learn how the continents were connected in the Mesozoic era and how dinosaurs used Antarctica as a stepping stone for migrations between South America and Australia, explaining the similarities between certain species. Now for another round of amazing facts. Discover that grass only evolved towards the very end of their reign during the Albian stage of the Cretaceous period. Also, during the time of dinosaurs, Earth was on a completely different side of the galaxy than it is today. Crocodilians evolved around 220 million years ago, coexisting with dinosaurs throughout the Mesozoic, though modern crocodiles appeared much later, around 85 million years ago. We'll debunk the myth that fossils are dinosaur bones. In reality, they are their mineralized replicas, where the original bone material has been replaced by minerals. And here's a simple trick to tell if something you found is a rock or a fossil. Lick it. Fossils are more porous, so your tongue will stick to them. Discover how ancient civilizations perceived dinosaur bones. The Chinese mistook them for dragon bones, while Europeans attributed them to biblical creatures and giants. Even in the early days of paleontology, dinosaurs were sometimes associated with mythical beasts from the Bible. We'll learn that most of the dinosaurs featured in Jurassic Park actually lived in the Cretaceous, not the Jurassic period, but the film's creator simply thought Jurassic Park sounded cooler. Learn that even birds nearly faced extinction during the asteroid impact that wiped out most of their non-avian counterparts. We'll discuss coprolites, fossilized dinosaur droppings, and the largest one ever discovered, Barnum, weighing 20 pounds, which, based on its discovery next to a T-Rex skeleton, its typical fossilized dung shape, and the presence of crushed bone fragments with high levels of phosphorus and calcium, is believed to have come from a T-Rex and is now housed in a U.S. museum. Meet the largest carnivores and herbivores to have ever lived on Earth and marvel at their incredible sizes. They possessed the largest claws, arms, legs, tails, and footprints of any known animal, though surprisingly not the largest teeth. Debunk the myth of the T-Rex's useless arms. Discover that despite their comically small appearance, each arm could lift up to 439 pounds. We'll learn that at any given moment, approximately 20,000 T-Rex roamed North America, and over the entire existence of the species, an estimated 2.5 billion T-Rex lived and died. One of their favorite prey, hadrosaurs, sometimes deliberately munched on rotten wood, likely to access fungi, decomposed wood material, and possibly the many insects trapped within. Here are even more amazing facts. Dilophosaurus, as depicted in Jurassic Park as a small, venom-spitting creature, was actually significantly larger in real life and did not have a frill or spit venom. Paleontologists can sometimes identify a dinosaur from a single bone or tooth thanks to unique features specific to certain taxonomic groups. Carnotaurus, despite its celebrity status, is known from only one, albeit miraculously well-preserved, complete skeleton. Non-avian dinosaurs survived approximately 2 to 3 major extinction events before the KPG impact finally took them out. Find out which U.S. states have yet to yield dinosaur fossils, and that Washington was the most recent state to discover a dinosaur. Some dinosaurs had asymmetrical ears like an owl to aid in hunting, while others laid perfectly spherical eggs, in contrast to the oval shapes we commonly associate with both dinosaurs and birds. Learn that the T-Rex possessed the largest eyes among all known dinosaurs and terrestrial animals, and contrary to what you might have learned in Jurassic Park, the king had excellent eyesight. Delve into the tragic story of the original Spinosaurus skeleton, destroyed during World War II due to a Nazi museum director's refusal to evacuate the fossil because its owner, Ernst Freyer Stromer, was not a Nazi supporter. Meet Anchiornis, the largest predatory theropod with confirmed feathers, which lived in Cretaceous China and measured up to 30 feet long. It is also the largest two-legged creature ever found with confirmed evidence of feathers. Learn how the leg structures of bipedal dinosaurs inspire scientists to create more efficient bipedal robots. Prepare for an astonishing fact. There's almost a 100% chance that you've drunk the very same water a thirsty dinosaur guzzled down millions of years ago. Let's debunk the myth about the T-Rex having the shortest arms. Abelisaurids, not Tyrannosaurids, had the proportionally shortest forearms of any known dinosaur group, with Carnotaurus having the shortest among that specific group. As a whole, non-avian dinosaurs ruled Earth for about 165 million years, give or take, which is almost 3 times the duration of so-called mammalian rule. Discover Megalosaurus, a Jurassic-dated theropod from England, which was the first dinosaur to be formally named by a paleontologist in 1824. Learn that many dinosaurs were born almost fully self-sufficient, exhibiting precociality, meaning they were relatively independent soon after hatching, unlike human or ape infants. You'll be surprised to learn that the T-Rex is more closely related to a hummingbird than to many dinosaurs it lived alongside, including Triceratops, highlighting the deep evolutionary connection between birds and theropods. Dinosaurs experienced shorter days, approximately 23.5 hours, and longer years, about 372 days, due to the moon's different position and its effect on Earth's rotation during the Mesozoic period. And while sauropods could be massive, not all were gigantic. Smaller ones like Magorosaurus, Paluditan, and Europasaurus were closer in size to a bull than an adult elephant. Discover that there were no carnivorous dinosaurs that had 4 legs like a lion or Komodo dragon. All known carnivorous dinosaurs, theropods, were bipedal. We'll unveil the surprising story of confirming sauropod diets. Though they've always been depicted as gentle giant herbivores, concrete proof was lacking until the 2010s, when fossilized gut contents containing leaves were found in a specimen, confirming their plant-based diet after many years of intelligent speculation. Prepare to hear what a Parasaurolophus sounded like, the only dinosaur whose voice scientists have been able to reconstruct. By creating a complete 3D model of its iconic hollow crest and blowing air through its passages, they produced a trombone-like sound. This is truly amazing, as this aspect of their life was once considered impossible to unlock. We'll conclude our journey into the world of dinosaurs by revealing the secret of their coloration. Learn how melanosomes, pigment-bearing organelles found in exceptionally preserved specimens, allow us to analyze what color these ancient creatures might have been. We now know the boreal pelta had a reddish-brown color. A 2016 study on Psittacosaurus showed it was counter-shaded with stripes and spots. Unanswered was black and gray. Crualisbenia was likely dark brown. Anchiornis was primarily gray with white secondary areas. Bohyornis was weakly iridescent. Wulong was iridescent and gray. Sinosauropteryx was counter-shaded with shades of white and reddish-brown. Sinornithosaurus was a mix of red and black. Microraptor was iridescent black. Caudipteryx was a blend of red and brown. Kaihung was iridescent and black. Bpiosaurus was light and dark brown. Archaeopteryx was primarily black. And finally, Anchiornis was a mix of white, gray, and dark red. Another interesting thing about this last dinosaur is that a later specimen, also with melanosomes, seemed to have been a different color, leading paleontologists to believe that the two specimens were possibly of different ages. Who knew that the color of dinosaurs would go from unknown to quite an extensive list? This is just one of the many advancements we've made in paleontology over the last few years, and we now understand dinosaurs better than ever before. I'd be grateful for any support. Leave a comment, subscribe, and give a like. It really helps the channel.